Hello everyone, it's Jade from Boho Bookworm. Welcome back to my channel. I've got my Write On shirt on today because I am writing. I am working on chapter 11 of my manuscript at the moment. I have submitted my novel to lots of agents and publishers and I'm feeling really positive about it. Everything's just going really well. And I've already, the other day, came up with an idea for another new book. I've already got 2 other books on the go that I'm busy writing as well. So the ideas are coming, my creative juices are flowing, everything's just great at the minute. So yeah, just really happy to be back to me, you know, that bit of the writing side of me that I've always loved has, you know, it's been gone for a while. I don't know why. I guess like life's just been so busy, you know, since I met Anthony really. I haven't had time to just kind of relax and write. Our weekends are always really busy and I don't resent that at all because I love our weekends. We're always busy doing something amazing and different, but just taking a bit of time out just for myself lately, just the last couple of weeks, to write, to read, to work on stuff that I used to be really passionate about. I think that I just need to start prioritizing or like carving out that little bit of time to do the things that I love, you know, like we've kind of gotten into a bit of a groove where he'll play his Nintendo. He got his old little Nintendo thing. Where is it? Over there. He got it out of his parents' garage, and he's been loving playing like all those old school games and stuff. And while he does that, I'm either reading or writing or submitting to agents and publishing houses. So it's really great that we can kind of just be ourselves while still in each other's company, and you know, giving each other kisses from time to time, you know, stroking each other's arms and knowing that we're there for each other but still enjoying something of our own. Whereas, you know, in the first year it was all just, you know, we were just always together, always doing something fun, new and exciting, and experiencing something together. Now we can just kind of get back into a groove of who we are as individuals as well. So that's really great. So I've been writing a lot, which is going super well. And I started a new book, One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid, which my partner got me for Christmas actually. I am about 70-ish pages in now and absolutely loving it. The first line is amazing. It's something about like how this main character is at dinner with her family and her fiance, and then her husband phones her, and basically a couple of years before, she'd been married to this guy, the love of her life, called Jesse, and on a day before their first wedding anniversary, he has to go away for work, and the helicopter that he's on, it crashes and somewhere over the North Pacific, and the bodies of 4 people are never found, so they are deemed dead and lost at sea or whatever. So, you know, eventually after grieving, she moves on, and then randomly years later she gets a phone call and he's back and he's saying that he's coming home, but you know, she's moved on with her life, and I just couldn't imagine that kind of situation. So I've already almost cried twice. It's very easy reading though so far. I'm sure that the tears and the tissues are coming, but for now it's really quick, easy to fly through. And because my book over there is quite dark and gritty, I have to say that I am thoroughly enjoying diving into something a little bit lighter in between the writing. So yeah, loving that. And then I had high hopes of restarting both Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmus, but I have truly decided that's a DNF. Me and my local book club have had our little meetup now for that book, and I was definitely probably the only one that really wasn't that interested in it. It just wasn't for me, unfortunately. So I'm not even that bothered about the TV show that's coming out. It's just not my kind of thing. I think women's fiction, contemporary fiction, sometimes I like it, but yeah, Lessons in Chemistry was just a bit too much for me. I also wanted to try and start The Last Word by Taylor Adams, which sounded so good about this reader who writes a negative review for this book that she reads, and then the writer starts to do like menacing things to her and stuff. So I mean, the premise just sounds amazing, especially as I'm, you know, both a reader and a writer. I review stuff, and I always feel like, you know, it's not great when, you know, you have to tell an author that you didn't think their book was good. Like, sorry, Bonnie Garmus, but uh, unfortunately, once again, I haven't been able to get too far into that. I just keep kind of losing my way with it, with baby brain, pregnancy brain, whatever you want to call it. But I'm hoping to start that maybe today, in my lunch break. I'll take a walk, who knows. They are the books that I am currently reading, and that is the book I am currently writing. What else is going on? Baby bump. We're going on 33 weeks now, so yeah, big boy. And there's not any stretch marks really yet, besides my little belly button there. So yeah, we're quite proud of my skin for holding it together, considering I do have stretch marks pretty much everywhere else on my body. But I have been lathering on the bio oil and things like that, so luckily no stretch marks just yet, but baby is growing up a storm. That's what I wanted to update you with. We had our scan last week, or was it this week, Tuesday? And to check on the placenta, because it was in the way of where baby needs to come out. That has now moved, so I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing, but now baby can come out naturally. We don't need to schedule a C-section. Yay. I am continuing to be petrified of birth, and we started NCT classes, which have been amazing. We've met some lovely people. We've started like little WhatsApp groups with the mums and the dads, everything like that. So that's really nice. And through NCT classes, I'm starting to feel a little bit more prepared. But also, there's a thing called tocophobia, where you have a literal fear of childbirth. And I am starting to wonder if maybe I have like perhaps a mild version of that. Like I'm not having a baby because I'm scared of childbirth. Like, you know, he's in me now, he has to come out, I know that. But I am truly terrified. I look around the room when we're in NCT at all these other women that seem so ready and confident about childbirth, and, you know, saying like, oh yeah, you know, it's got to happen. They seem so blasé, whereas I think I've had about 10 breakdowns in the last week just thinking about birth. I mean, for reasons I don't like to go into too much, I really dislike doctors and hospitals in general. I don't like strangers touching me at all. It's not something I am comfortable with. So the idea of birth and being out of control and copious doctors all around me fiddling and doing what they need to do and stuff, and me not really understanding what's going on and putting my life in their hands, all these random strangers who I know they're just doing their job, it all just sounds very, very scary to me. And obviously, when I was younger, I was led to believe that I would never be allowed to have natural birth because my hips were too narrow, and a doctor had told me that I would actually die. So it's stuff that has just been ingrained in my head for a very long time that makes me very nervous about this birth situation. I'm also nervous that Anthony, he's quite squeamish, and I'm scared that he's not going to be able to handle it, and if he leaves the room, I don't know how I would cope. I just can't even think about it. Like, we've got his mum as a second birthing partner, but, you know, like there's no more, as much as sometimes, you know, we irritate each other, we love each other to bits, but he is my calming force in situations where I'm anxious or scared or worried. He's the person that can calm me down. So I'm just really nervous about everything, and everything just, it seems very unknown right now. But then I know that, you know, after those hours have passed, the pain and the pushing and the potential tearing and awful stuff that could probably will happen, then I'll be holding the baby and everything will be amazing and we'll live happily ever after. So I know it's just something I need to get through at the end of the day, but that's where I'm at. Otherwise, work is going well. I'm starting to get very ready for my mat leave to begin. I just need some sleep. I'm so tired. I don't know if it's because baby is growing so much now, like half a pound a week. He's measuring, he's still on like the normal scale. They're not worried, but he's only supposed to be about 4.5 pounds right now, but he's already almost 5. So he's a little bit bigger and he's got quite a large little tummy on him. I don't know how, because me and Anthony are both quite small, petite. Slender. So we've got a little chubby bunny inside me right now. But yeah, we are so looking forward to meeting him. His little movements are just so adorable. He's still getting hiccups all the time, which we believe is from sucking his thumb and swallowing some amniotic fluid. Yeah, like a lot of the times over here, there's like it gets really hard. He's like pushing something out, probably his bottom or something. But yeah, I love him so much already, and I'm so happy with the way everything's going. Life just seems really good, you know. Like work is going well. I'm going on maternity leave soon. The break I think is going to be very much needed. I've got about 2 weeks before baby boy is due that I can just kind of hopefully relax unless baby comes early. Um, finalize getting things ready, setting up like the crib and the pram and the car seat, all those big things that we need to get done. And then like the NCT classes, the group that we're with, there's like 7 or 8 other couples, and they're just so lovely. It's obviously like the first class, it was a bit weird because we didn't know each other, and it's all like trying to get to know each other, and it's not awkward, but you know. Then we had the second class, and we kind of knew each other's faces, and we're like, oh hi, how are you going? And now we've got a WhatsApp group going, so it's nice because they're all in the surrounding area, and it's like we've made some friends. So I really do I recommend NCT classes. I feel like, for me personally, liking to be in control, they do go in depth into like what could happen, different pain reliefs, different birthing situations that you can have, and I'd rather know all those things so that, you know, if the doctor's saying like, oh, this needs to happen now, I'm not like, well, what's that? Tell me what that is before you do it. It's nice. So yeah, NCT's going well. I think hopefully we've made some nice friends. And otherwise, this weekend, what are we doing? We've got an NCT class on Saturday actually, all about breastfeeding, which is something that I really want to do if my body is able to. So that's one that I'm looking forward to. I've got lots of questions about breastfeeding, and I've just recently bought a breast pump, so I don't know how to use that. I need to buy some nipple shields, but again, like I'm not going to buy them until I've kind of figured out like how to use them and stuff. They're not too expensive on Amazon, but I've got some in my wish list at the moment. I've got loads of baby things in my wish list at the moment, which I currently can't afford, but they are there. And yeah, then so NCT on the Saturday. Tonight we're having a barbecue. It's Friday now, and we're having a barbecue with all of our neighbours, so that's really nice. And then we won tickets to Gardener's World to go and meet Michael Perry. Don't know if you know who he is, but he is quite big in the gardening community, so a little bit of something for Anthony in there this weekend as well. I won us tickets, so it's nice that we're able to, you know, do loads of nice things together and meet new people, be social, all that kind of stuff just before the baby comes. And yeah, I just kind of feel like everything, like the book club that I went to, we had the loveliest like sunset dinner out in a beer garden and stuff. Like everything's just seeming to go so well. We had the Marlow Regatta where we met lots of nice people and had the loveliest day out by the river. My sister-in-law had her twins and we met them, and that was amazing. it's just been a very busy, very manic, but a lovely few weeks of just everything feeling like life is really forming for us. You know, we're getting those friends, those connections, the job is going well, everything just seems to be coming together. And I just feel really happy about that, but at the same time, absolutely exhausted, which is making me an emotional mess. And my body hurts and aches. So there's that. But overall, really happy. But for now, I better get back to my writing before I start work for the day. I hope you all have a great weekend and a great week ahead, and I will chat to you on Friday next week with the bump. There you go. One last look at the baby. So yeah.